Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back and we're doing a best of one Strixhaven draft. Alright, rare is Fervent Mastery. Don't really want to take this. A lot of randomness. I don't like it. I'm looking at Environmental Sciences, I think, for the first pick. Not as good as Cultivate, especially since Cultivate ramps and gives you some card advantage, but it also doesn't devote me to a color and I can play it in any deck. So I'm okay with this first pick. Other than that, nothing insane in here. Trickster is good. Researcher, Spiteful Squad, Pledge Mage, Drake, the Cultivate, obviously. Tend the Pests can be good. A lot of cards that can be good, but yeah, I'm perfectly happy taking the lesson that every deck can play and not going towards any specific deck. Alright, follow-up pick. So Regrowth is actually, I really like Regrowth. It's a strong Mystical Archive card, and they don't print stuff like this anymore because green can't get any card back from graveyards anymore. Like, this lets you get instants and sorceries back too in green, which is pretty nuts. So I'm okay taking this. This is a strong effect. And the Mystical Archive cards can be pretty unusual because, like I said, they don't print this effect anymore. Basic Conjuration is certainly a playable lesson. I like the Wrangler. Zephyr Boots is playable, kind of safe pick. Hunt for Specimens is good. Learn card. But we'll take Regrowth. Alright, pick 3. So we could take Intro to Annihilation. There's Rise of Extus, which is good removal. And it lets you learn. If I take it, kind of puts me towards Witherbloom right away, potentially. If I take Intro to Annihilation, I can stay open to Witherbloom or Quandrix. I definitely like having Intro to Annihilation in the toolkit, but Rise of Extus is a very strong card. Very premium removal. Deadly Brew is very good too. I really like Deadly Brew. I'm going to go with the Rise of Extus. We could also sacrifice the Regrowth, but this is premium enough where I want it. Okay, we can take Inkling Summoning here if I want. Fortifying Drought is also playable in Witherbloom. Rip Apart is playable removal. Guiding Voice for like a Silver Quill. But I'm fine taking the Summoning. Great lesson to have access to, and I'm not giving up any premium removal or cards necessarily for it. Alright, so the pick now, probably just Onslaught. Good removal. There's Invocation in here, which is definitely playable. Wrangler, which I like, especially if I get a lot of spot removal. Poet is a playable 2-drop. But we'll take the Onslaught. Alright. Pick here. Got Leyline Invocation and Bayou Goff, or Groff rather. But I might just go Summoning number 2. If I get enough Learn, I'm going to be pretty happy to have them. And we still could very easily, at this point, be a Silver Quill deck. We'll see. Alright, well, I really like Brackish Trudge. That would move me more towards a Witherbloom route. But yeah, Brackish Trudge is a great card. Good value, good beater. Taking it over a Witherbloom Campus and a Campus Guide. I'm okay with that. So, Pest Summoning, another good lesson. Or big play, Unwilling Ingredient, Plumb the Forbidden, but we'll take the Pest Summoning. So now we've got good lessons, we just need more Learn. So, Tend the Pests we could take, or we could take the Silver Quill Pledge Mage. Still a chance we don't end up in Witherbloom. In which case, maybe Silver Quill Pledge Mage is better. Tend the Pests is good with certain cards only. But this I can play in both Witherbloom and Silverquill, so I'd rather have this. All right, we got the Poet. Or I can take the Campus now and get the fixing. But once again, we might still be Silverquill, and Poet is actually a very nice card to have. I think. Campus would be good too here, though. It's nice to have one of these. All right. I'm just thinking if I end up Witherbloom, I'm definitely going to want... because these lands can be stalemate breakers. All right, easy Deadly Brew here. I wouldn't play Dissector anyway, and Deadly Brew can be extremely good in certain situations. All right, now we'll just cut Dissector, but we don't really need it. All right, we got a Poet anyway. That's cool. We'll take the worst of these two cards. Last pick Aerialist, huh? All right. Blue Sun Zenith is good. Manifestation Sage is good. We're probably looking at Rise of Exodus #2. There's also Master Symmetrist, but we've got some good lessons to dig up now, so we want these learn cards. Another chance to get Environmental Sciences, which might actually be at its best in Witherbloom because of the life gain synergies. But yeah, we'll take Rise of Exodus over Symmetrist, just value removal. So now we can take Tenured Inkcaster, another Environmental Sciences. Dina is quite good. We don't have a ton of life gain synergies for Dina yet, but I might be on board with taking her. I mean, we're in the right archetype to win with Dina. There's a lot of synergy life gain cards at common and uncommon. Inkcaster would be good too, but I think I'll go with the Legend here. Wow, Quandrix's Command, huh? I mean, this command is quite good. But we could take Honor Troll as well, or probably take the Symmetrist over Honor Troll despite the life gain synergies. Symmetrist is just a solid beater. I could splash for Quandrix's Command pretty fairly easily, I guess. I've got the Environmental Sciences. I don't know if I want to, though. It is good, because you can bounce a token and get counters, but I mean, it's not like I'm giving up nothing in this pack. I am giving up good playable cards. Like, Symmetrist is a solid beater. I don't really want to play the Dissector anyway. 4/4 Reach Trample Attacker can stop flyers. I mean, Symmetrist is pretty awesome. I think I'm going to take it. Witherbloom Command, on the other hand, not the most exciting command. Most of the time, you're going to neg 3, neg 1 something and drain them for 2. It's really not that great. Otherwise, a Scurrid Colony, Honor Troll, or Invocation. We're really missing the life gain synergies at the moment, aren't we? I mean, I could just take the command anyway, because I'm not giving up anything crazy for it. All right. So Containment Breach, another lesson, or we can take the Amplimancer. I guess it's nice to have access to Artifact, Enchantment, Destruction. Amplimancer's not that exciting anyway. Sign in Blood is certainly playable, but I think we definitely want this Cram Session, because then we can at least go Cram Session, Pest Summoning, Inkling Summoning, Sciences. Yeah, we want the Learn cards pretty badly here, especially life-gaining ones. Wow, hard counterspell, huh? I think we'll just take the Intro to Annihilation over a Dusk Mage. We're a little bit creature light at the moment, but it's not a huge deal, because all of our Learn cards are creatures as well. I guess we're a little bit playable light. That's all right. We'll take the Honor Troll here. Be happy enough about it. Turn 3 Honor Troll, turn 4 Cram Session, and you've technically got yourself a 4/4 Vigilance. Not that exciting, I admit, but certainly a playable card. Alright, we can take the Ingredient. At worst, it's like sack fodder for maybe Dina. I don't know. Gives you a free block. It's got Menace. There's nothing else here, so we'll take it. Essence Infusion? No. I guess we can take Environmental Sciences number 2. Or we could take the Reflective Golem. I guess we'll take the Sciences. Alright, Servant is probably going to make the deck here, honestly. Alright, Archway Commons, I guess. So, I mean, we could have splashed Quandrix Command, but I'm not unhappy about having a Master Symmetrist. This card is very good. We'll take the worst card here, which is probably the Battle Seer. Tangle Trap, but more of a sideboard card, and this is best of 1. Dramatic Finale. Well, there is a heck of a pickup for us. Great card. And we have a good amount of tokens now, too. But it's also just a game-winning rare. Bookworm would be a huge pickup for us, too. Spectre, Ingredient, Colony would all be playable. We already have 2 summonings. Pledge Mage would definitely be playable in here, too. But I think it's an easy finale, despite the fact we're going to have to pay the full 4 black cost for it. Alright, Karok is certainly playable. It's probably just the pick. It's got lifelink. Probably could wield a Servant. Alright, Woe Eater is certainly good in certain decks. It's probably good enough in here, though. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool with Dramatic Finale, too. I guess we'll take it. It's a strong card, and there's really nothing else that is as powerful as it. Servant and Poet are certainly weaker. Alright, Lash of Malice is good removal. Killian is good. We've already got... I mean, I wouldn't mind taking another one, but... where are we at for creatures right now? It's 11. 12, 13. We're at like 13. I'll take the Lash for some cheap removal. Hope to find 1 to 2 more creatures along the way. Umbral Juke's a great card. Expanded Anatomy would be a good tool to have too, but I actually really like Umbral Juke. Removal that's also an evasive creature at instant speed. Really good. Tend the Pests. Well, we do have the Daemogoth Woe Eater, and the synergy is actually very good with it. Because you end up sacrificing it, getting 7 1/1s, and then on top of that, they have to discard, you draw, and gain 2 life. That's really good. Village Rites synergizes really good with it too. But I'm okay doing the Tend the Pest. It's good in response to removal as well. We really don't have that big of creatures for it. But I think that synergy is actually just very good with the Woe Eater. So I'll take it. Alright, here I think we could take the Leech Fanatic. Yeah, probably want it. The life gain is synergistically good here with Dina and Honor Troll. And we need some more creatures. Wow, Inkcaster's good, but I think I still am going to take the Onslaught here. Because at this point, I think we actually have enough creatures. With the 12, 13, technically 14, 15. Yeah, I think so. I think Tenured Inkcaster would be good too. But alright, we'll take the Spectre now. Just take the big play. Yeah, it's not going to make the deck. I'll just take the uncommon. Alright, another Poet. Just take the Mystical Archive card. This deck is very good. I think the only major issue I see is that we ended up light on learn cards. Basically just getting Cram Session and a couple Rise of Extus, unfortunately. Wow. Could take the Village Rites, but no, I'll take the Invocation. That's maybe 3 6-drops is excessive, though. But we do have 2 Environmental Sciences. The problem is we only have 1 cheap learn card. Yeah, that is a problem. So we have a lot of 4-drops as well. So we have like 16, maybe 17, including Juke, 17 creatures. So I can make some cuts. I think we're probably going to have to... Oh, I guess 18 creatures with the Invocation. I feel like Ingredient's kind of just an easy creature to cut. Technically, I could cut 2 more creatures and call it a deck. The question is, do I want to play Witherbloom Command? I might not. It's probably not a powerful enough effect. -1 toughness at sorcery speed is just not good enough, I don't think. It can't even destroy token creatures, because non-creature, non-land permanent, yeah. We probably have to dump it, which is fine. Do we cut a 4-drop here? If so, which one? I don't know. It's a lot of 4-drops, though. 7 4-drops is a lot. And 3 6-drops. Could be the Spectre. I think the Carrick is actually better despite not having flying. But I guess it's tough to say. Maybe Spectre is better than Carrick. Honestly, I'm not sure. It's probably a 4-drop, though. Probably cut the Carrick, even though the lifelink is relevant with, like, Dina and maybe Honor Troll. It's probably not important enough where I wouldn't want a flyer that can sometimes close out games with its awesome ability. So, alright. Looks like 11 creatures, but it's really 12, 13, 14, 15, so I think it's enough. 16, actually. Okay, well, this is it. I don't know how I feel about this deck. It's not nearly as busted as my last Witherbloom deck, but it does have some cool tools at its disposal and a really good toolkit. I wish we could take better advantage of the toolkit with the cards we have, because we have access to just a lot of goodies. But this is it. Okay, well, let's bring in the campus here. So more black. We need the 4 black, 2 black here. No double green. So we're definitely doing an extra black. We probably do 10, well, 10-8, or do we do 11-7? I mean, we still need green. And technically we need double green, so we're probably going to have to do 10-7, or 10-8 rather. All right, this is it. We'll see how we do with it. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, round 1, this is definitely a keep. We get to go potentially lash whatever they play here. Cram Session, get Environmental Sciences. Guess I'd rather do it to the... Yeah, I think I'd rather do it to the summoning. So we'll get Environmental Sciences here still. I want to make sure we're hitting our lands. So we'll get another black mana. So we can play a Woe Eater to keep back their dudes. And then I can sack it and draw cards and do crazy stuff. We can still tend the pests with our Leyline Invocation later. So 4 mana, prevent your opponent from dealing damage to you, draw a card. Pretty good advantages there, I would say. Wonder if I have to get Environmental Sciences back. Or do I get Lash of Malice back? I definitely want to kill something here. I think I need to protect myself, probably. So maybe I just do the Onslaught, set up for some Rise of Exodus. Another option is to go Brackish Trudge, plus Regrowth back, Lash of Malice. Maybe that's the smartest. I think it is, because then next turn I can go Onslaught plus Lash. Alright. I think we'll kill the Order. I could have done the Poet, but kind of okay with this. Oh, found something. Maybe needed to do Rise of Exodus instead to dodge the removal. Yeah, I could see that. That's probably, I mean, certainly now it makes sense, but I think it would have made more sense just for damage prevention purposes. So, mistake number one for this draft, unfortunately. So, whatever, we'll do that. And, I wonder if we want to just do sciences to gain life. And then I can get back Trudge too. That probably makes sense, actually. Definitely regretting only one play of this game. Unfortunately, it was possibly the difference between winning and losing this game. But yeah, my only regret is doing the invocation instead of just killing their token. So actually, I guess I should have sacked on my turn in hindsight. So I think this would have been a winnable match, once again, if I had just used the Rise of Exodus instead of done the Leyline Invocation. It was a silly mistake on my part. So hopefully won't make those for the rest of the draft. We'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. We've got Cram Session to find Environmental Sciences to get our green mana. Well, guess we can get something else instead. I guess the summoning's fine. I might just do Trudge here first. Doesn't have flying, but Oh, they forgot to sack it in response there. I think they would have actually... Would that have countered our learn? I think I would have, too. Let's try it again. See if they sack it this time. Nope, they forgot. So we have more removal. We have evasive creatures. We don't really need lands. There's no artifacts, enchantments we're worried about. Guess I can take another removal. Alright. I was gonna say, that doesn't make sense. So 7 mana. Guess we kill the Groff. Now they sack in response. Weird. So I can make them sack. Or I can make a flyer. I think if either of those creatures die, I'm pretty happy, so I'm going to make them sack. We're behind on the race, so I don't know if it makes sense to do that differently. All right. Alright, I guess we'll do it. Did they not use the campus there? Maybe they didn't have the mana. I thought they did, but maybe they didn't. So if I do the onslaught, I guess we still just do onslaught. I mean, I don't want them to draw, so probably makes more sense. We're currently trading 3 for 2 damage, though. It's not the... I wonder if it's better to just trade... It's probably better to trade 3 for 2... or 2 for 0 than 3 for 2. It's probably true. I don't want to use an intro on a overgrown arch, particularly when they can sack it and learn response. Although if they sack and learn response, they don't get to draw a card. So maybe that isn't the worst. It's just, I don't feel like the arch by itself is going to win the game, and having intro to annihilation to deal with anything is quite important. I guess so. Well, kind of like that they're doing main phase, or their turn, scrying. Although it seems to be working out for them. Alright, so we can annihilate that, that's fine. Oh, that's a good draw. I don't know why I gave flying there. Guess there's kind of no point to that. It could only block a 2-power creature anyway. It's a big invocation. Well, that's too bad. So I guess I can get it back. That's cool. Sure. It's probably better to sacrifice the Leech Fanatic, honestly. Yeah. Oh, that's a good draw. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we'll keep this. Well, that's cool. So potential Pledge Mage into Finale. Oh, they missed their... Well, that's cool. It's possibly better that got negated than this potential dramatic finale here. Nobody expects the second negate. Yeah. All right. We'll see you for the next one. All right. Well, I think we might mull this hand. It looks pretty slow. We don't have any black mana. All right. This hand's terrible. But I feel like if we go to 5, we just straight lose. So I suppose I keep this. Oh, I suppose I should have actually dumped a forest. Probably just do the Deadly Brew now. Deadly Brew would work a lot better when I have a dramatic finale out, but it's alright. I think they're probably just going to cast like a elemental summoning or masterpiece summoning of the masterpieces, whatever the card that lets you get 2/4/4s is called. Well, if I'd had an extra mana, I could have at least done 10 the pests, but... Five mana, 4 cards in hand, none of them do anything. That's not good. That's not good. Can either not play them or they don't do anything. It's not exactly where you want to be on turn 100,000. Trying to think what I can do here. Because I'm going to take 4, I'm going to go to 1. Wonder if I have to do environmental sciences. And then like rip, maybe like Lash of Malice or something. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. So I think we'll go make a 2/1 plus get a Spectre here. Right, I think we'll just kill that now so they can't mage duel or do any nonsense like that. Sure. That was weird. I guess best use of mana is the Pledge Mage. Harmonize, huh? Nice. Unfortunately, won't be able to get anything back with the Deadly Brew. Wonder if that means I... wonder if that means I attack first. They're just going to block with all their dudes, though. Alright. So I can regrowth, but suppose the play is just to get in and play an invocation, I guess. And keep the regrowth around to get back things we need. Whatever that may be. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I think we go this, getting back Deadly Brew. Then we go Deadly Brew. And we'll get back the Poet, I guess. Then we'll attack. And if they have removal or bounce, we can tend the pests. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, well, we're on the draw. I'm going to keep this. We don't have any green mana, but we have Lash of Malice, Arrogant Poet, so I feel like it's worth keeping this. Having a removal in a creature. And I guess technically, Dramatic Finale requires the all the black mana. But don't currently have that. I mean, I could lash my own guy in response, and I feel like they wouldn't get to learn, but it's probably not worth it. Man, I sure wish I had that environmental sciences they just drew. Suppose I could have waited a turn. But even 10 the pests, it just would have netted me 2 1/1s. It might have been worth it. Guess we'll do Dina. I don't really want to onslaught a Prismari Pledge Mage, but then again, let's do the Adept. All right, we'll see you for the next one. Oh yeah, we have 3 losses, so ended up going 3-3. Thought our deck was pretty mediocre. Seemed like a 3-3 deck to me, so that worked out about right. Let's do some pack 1 pick ones. I think an easy cultivate here. Just lets you search up lands, ramps, fixes. Not much to complain about there. Good card. And this pack, I'd probably go... Probably to Dispute. 1 mana, instant speed. Sometimes you get to kill some of their creatures, and you get to learn on top of it. So, yeah, I think that'd be an easy Dispute. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.